Hi, my name is Reagan Poling, and I am going to talk about whether STEM should become STEAM. I have slides that I will attach separately for you to follow along with. First, why did I choose to talk about STEM and the arts? I am pursuing a career in education based all around the arts. I will be a music and languages teacher. I have loved studying music forever and ever. I love it so much. I have experience in high-level math and science classes as well as advanced music and theater classes, all while studying multiple languages at the high school and college levels. I have taken a couple of calculus classes here at TCC and at Pierce College. I am in the college band. I have been in theater programs for many years, and I have just experience in both sides of the story a little bit. I love people and being able to serve them. STEM has moved unimaginable mountains in the name of serving and connecting people. So have music and language studies. I genuinely enjoy just being around people, being with people, learning from and with people. That's why I want to be a teacher. I want to be able to help kids. I want to learn from kids and I want to teach kids. I um I know that education wouldn't be where it is if STEM didn't exist. STEM has excelled substantially all across the board of education, whether it is learning online, whether it's learning how to build courses online. Excuse my cat, sorry. STEM has created so many powerful opportunities for people that wouldn't have been around without the amazing people that study STEM. Music and languages, they can connect people across all types of borders, different nations. If you can learn just one language, you suddenly have millions or billions of people to talk to and to communicate with. And without the arts, we wouldn't be able to communicate with people. And yeah, I love talking to people. I love being with people and communicating and connecting. And STEM and the arts are very different, but they have that same pathway that provide a strong connection with people. What is STEM? STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It's the study of all of those really fantastic things. STEM emphasizes collaboration, communication, research, problem solving, critical thinking, and creativity. STEM is amazing because it is all teamwork. It's teamwork with really confusing topics, a lot of really hard conversations. My calculus class was very group work based. We would solve problems together like a STEM class would, and it is a whole different situation working with other people to solve problems rather than just looking at things yourself and trying to figure it out. It very much emphasizes all of these things and really helps build character in people. Why add the arts to STEM? I have a couple of really strong quotes here. One from a TED Talk that I really enjoyed watching. It is not a left brain or a right brain. It's the whole mind. There is an artificial line between STEM and the arts, but it's not old, it's new. Our ancestors knew better. And then later he says, we cease to find the diversity in each other now. STEM and the arts have always been connected. This video shows a lot of situations where our ancestors are really strong, are really smart people, are really talented people. They would connect things. We had Da Vinci, who was a fantastic painter, but also studied philosophy and science. A lot of the mathematicians from way back in the day studied philosophies, languages, arts, all of these things. They build on each other, they connect the mind as a whole. Studies show adding arts to STEM can increase creativity, improve academic performance, increase motor skills, provide higher decision-making skills with better visual learning, and enhance learning experiences. STEM is such a creative subject. It is so wide and vast with so much to learn from every point of view. And adding arts can only increase the creativity there. It can show all of these phenomenal things that the world has to offer and mix it up with humans' own brains, and it's amazing. The Americans for the Arts Foundation has learned that STEM students that also are in art improve a 90 points higher. I think it was 90 points higher. Their SAT scores were averaged 90 points higher than STEM students that were not taking arts classes, and it just shows for a much more well-rounded student and person and community as a whole. Motor skills are increased. The Stratford School did some studies where kids that started playing instruments early on later had better depth perception and they had increased motor skills. It's just amazing how STEM can stretch your brain, but adding the arts can really stretch your mind. Pushback on STEM becoming STEAM. STEM argues that arts, among other subjects, are already present in every category. Engineering, in order to be a successful engineer, you need to have the creativity to build the fantastic buildings, to decorate the outsides, to map out the beauty and intricacy that goes on the insides. Every part of STEM has a little bit of art strewn into it, sewed in between the edges. It makes it wonderful. It makes it beautiful. It already does exist. That is very true. Arts argue pushing different art theories to fit into STEM categories constrict the artist and devalue its purpose. Arts, they have this mindset where the sky is the limit, which is so true. The sky is genuinely the limit. Art can be so vague. It can be throwing paint on a canvas where one person might just see slobs of paint, another person might see a beautiful picture depicting emotion and pain and love and everything that goes into art. And forcing art to fit into the science, technology, engineering, and math categories, a lot of artists will find that painful, very difficult to fit into those categories, like devaluing the purpose that art has to make life beautiful. Art's purpose is not to, quote, add creativity to STEM. That already exists. Rather, arts could enhance skills to turn them into real-world applications while focusing on the teamwork with STEM. One idea that Jolly had was to focus in on arts and how artists could make their passions and their hobbies that they love and turn them into real-world experiences, forcing them to learn the teamwork that is very much needed in STEM conversations. Artists tend to work alone, and that is amazing to show the individual bounds that a person can reach. However, teamwork aspects and communication aspects, as talked about earlier, is something that STEM has that arts just really could definitely use. Arts at first glance seems so separate from STEM, but after looking deeper, a lot of crossover actually exists. Are the arts separate enough to be a whole new addition to STEM studies, or is there enough crossover already? These are the questions that we ask and that we think about when we consider turning STEM into STEAM. Arts and STEM they're very different, and yet they have a ton of crossover. They both show creativity, ingenuity, all of these really great things. They show a need for connection, to share their emotions, to share their passions. They learn a lot when it comes to communicating with other people and working together. It's amazing. 40% of STEM students drop out within 4 to 5 years of their study. 60% will change their minds and pursue a degree in an unrelated field. I was reading this article and I found out that a lot of STEM students, it's very rigorous. Studying science, studying technology, it's extremely rigorous. The liberal arts degree that I am working toward right now at Tacoma Community College is very valuable to me. I very much enjoy being able to take my high-level math classes and also being able to play in the band and to act in theater and to show just how much I seriously love every single aspect of the liberal arts. The science part, the arts part, everything. It's amazing. I think that being able to add arts into STEM will only strengthen the learning and the reason to continue education. I know that in order for them to be the next generation of innovators, they've got to have both tools and their creative side. Thank you for listening to me talk about STEM becoming STEAM. I hope you learned a couple of things, and I ask that you think about it. Think about the left brain and the right brain. Think about creating a well-rounded curriculum for you, for your students, and have a very nice night.